G.A.B. Productions, and today we're reviewing set. Oh, what's the set number? Apparently, the set number is 60215. Fire Lego City Fire Station. It is 509 pieces. It has 4 minifigures and a dog, and retails for I think like around $60 in the United States. I think that's right, around $60. So let's start the review with the minifigures. So the first one is a pretty generic, like firefighter design. He has like little red firefighter's cap. Pretty generic, like smiley face. Let me see. Do not zoom in. There we go. There, he has a pretty generic, like smiley face, and a pretty generic firefighter torso. These firefighter torsos are pretty detailed. They have a little fire logo, and straps and stuff, and a little belt. It's pretty cool. There's some pockets. Got little reflective stuff they put on firefighters have on their like things or whatever. And yeah, that's really it. I think it's pretty cool about this guy. Now we have this one, who seems to be more of the one who rides the little jet ski. So that's why he probably has a little life coat or whatever, life vest. Yeah, but he has the same hat, kind of generic face with like goggles on. Yeah, he has this life vest, which you take off the life vest. He has a pretty interesting torso. It's just like it's like a yellow. It's a pretty interesting color. And yeah, it has little pockets, little belts, more reflective stuff. And yeah, it's pretty cool. The back just has a little fire logo, like all of them do. So yeah, now we have on to this one, she seems to be like the one who uses like the drone, like operates the little like fire drone or whatever. So she's pretty interesting. She has a little red baseball cap, a little like ponytail in the back. A pretty generic firefighter torso, with a little badge and a belt, and a little walkie-talkie. She has a little remote with a pretty interesting sticker that shows like the fire that they're wanting to take out. And yeah, the same pants as the other firefighter with the same reflective and pockets and stuff. And yeah, now the final one. This guy appears to be the chief of the firefighting place. And yeah, that's shown by assumed by the fact that he has a red tie and a gold helmet, which is a pretty interesting color. But yeah, he has a generic like bearded face, and he has a little badge. It's very similar to it's basically the little drone firefighter person, except has a tie basically, and also the pants are different. They're just black pants instead of the regular firefighter pants. And yeah, so the final thing is this little Dalmatian dog, which is a pretty standard firefighter thing, and he is pretty cool. It's a standard dog mold, except it has little black and white spots or little black spots on him. And yeah, pretty interesting, pretty cool. So yeah, now let's go on to the main build of the set, which is the fire station. They might actually start with the side builds, which is something I don't normally do. But I'm gonna start with the side builds. So this is the fire car. It's not a fire truck. I think it's just a fire car. So yeah, let's just look into this. So the front of the car has this little little grate, it looks like, kind of design. Two lights. Some more lights right here. Some caution symbols. I think they like make this car stand out when it's driving by. It has a little fire logo on the hood. Both sides are basically the same. There's two wheels. No doors. I don't know how he gets in. How the driver gets in. But yeah, now there's a little axe on the little like hatchet or axe on the thing, hooked on the thing. One of these doors has something. Is it this one has something? Yeah, right here. There's these things. I don't know what these are, but there's something very weird. But yeah, the back has something that I definitely built wrong, which is this little mechanism you take out this thing, and you're supposed to be able to like put on this little string and take it out as long as possible. I definitely did mine wrong, but it's still pretty cool. Little stud shooter on the end. But the thing is meant to be that you can take the you can shoot the little fire down. Let's do that. Boom. Lost a stud in the process, but that's okay. I did take out the fire though, so that's cool. But yeah, now it also has a 1 on it, which is pretty interesting because this fire truck I have has a 4 on it, which is pretty interesting. I did not know that fire truck things do that. But yeah, it's pretty interesting. So yeah, now I'd say the most interesting thing though about this car, about the fire car, is this right here, which is a little which seems pretty normal. It's just these little, like, things that look like lights. Actually, if you press this button right here, it makes some noise. Now, it's not really that loud, but you can see it has little, like, little lights flash, and it makes little noises, which is pretty cool. And I think it's a pretty cool little feature to add to the set. And I think it's pretty cool. So, yeah, that's pretty cool. So now let's go on to the second build, which is the little jet ski. So on here, there's a little stud shooter, which can also, let me set up a little fire here, can shoot down the fire, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty simple build, just a little place to put your minifigure, and that's really it. Now the box says this cannot float. Now I kind of wish I did this review earlier in the day, so I could test that. I can't though, so, because it's like 7 o'clock at night, and it's too dark to go outside and check that. So I might do a separate video, maybe, on testing if these can float, this can float. I don't know, there might even be a whole video onto itself. Like, finding, like, if I find enough, like, Lego, like, things that are, like, boat kind of things. And, like, testing if they float. That could be a cool video concept, I think. But yeah, now the only other side build is the mandatory thing in these sets that has to be on fire. This is pretty simple, because most of the piece count, is taken by the fire station. So this is just a little, like, newspaper and garbage stand. Some, like, pallet, it looks like. And yeah, like already shown, these are on loose things, so you can have little stud shooters to shoot them down. You can also use, if you have another one of these, you can use, you can use this, but this doesn't come in the set, so, yeah. So that's pretty cool. Let's go on to the cream of the crop, as they say, the fire station. So I don't know where to start. Let's start, like, here, and go to the door, and then just start there. So, yeah. So first there's a little dock, which has these two little, like, barriers, I guess, so you don't fall off, which is pretty interesting. There's a little stairwell to get to the top level of to get this area. The only other thing on this little, like, front of the door is this little, lifesaver. Is that what it's called, lifesaver, or is that just the candy? Life raft, life buoy? I don't know what it's called, but yeah, I'm gonna call it lifesaver. I think that's what it is. But yeah, and this is something that's very loose on here, which is kind of weird, but yeah, I guess it's supposed to be loose till you can take it off easy, which is pretty interesting. But yeah, this is pretty cool though. I do like this window panel design, like this blue window aesthetic they have, which is pretty nice. There's this little, like, thing, like, announcement thing. So, like, it'll probably be like, oh, there's a fire at blah, 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 or whatever, which is pretty interesting. Oh, yeah, there's a door. We're not going to go into the interior of the set just yet, but, I'm going to show you the rest of the exterior. So, yeah, so, moving over to here, there's this little garage area. So, there's this very big garage door, which, if you open it up, this shows the interior. But these are pretty interesting. I haven't had, like, many garage door pieces. But yeah, these are pretty interesting pieces, though. There's two little lights. And then, right here, there's a little accessories rack, where you can get a little axe and a little saw blade. Pretty interesting. More of that very nice, like, window aesthetic that I really like. Some grates, I guess, which is kind of weird. And yeah, now on the top of the roof, there is this little, like, thing. Instead of a helicopter, which is kind of weird, or a little helicopter pad, there's a little drone right here, which is kind of weird. I don't know why they would need a drone. In the comments, you can tell me why a fire department would need a drone with a camera on it. Make sure to tell me that. It's a pretty interesting little build, though. I mean, there's a little mobility. You can move the little thingamabobs or whatever, little hands. And yeah, it's pretty interesting. And you can fit it, like, here or whatever, in this little compartment on top of the roof of the garage. And yeah. Oh, and also this tower, some windows, and then very top, there's a little light, and then more of the tower right here. Little fire logo, antenna, and a little searchlight. It's pretty interesting. So yeah, let's go in the interior of this set. So, there's nothing much to say about this garage. It's barely meant to fit the vehicle, which makes sense. Yeah. You can also, I think, kind of barely fit the little, any other fire trucks you have. Like, I have this one. It doesn't really fit, but it can kind of fit. You can make it fit if you really want to. You can modify it a little bit. You can have the door open. In my display, if I have it like this vehicle be the one that's out, I might just have it be like running out of the thing or whatever. But yeah, but the garage isn't really the interesting part of the interior. It's mainly this little tower right here. Let's start at the first floor, then go up naturally. So yeah, so on this first floor, there's this little clock, a little like computer with a very nice keyboard print and a little like screen print. There's a little chair, a little phone so they can know if there's a fire going on. And that's the first floor. And there's the door, of course. Now, the second floor is on like the break room. There is this little TV where you can tell the firefighters are watching a firefighter show, which is kind of weird. Like I wouldn't think someone who's already a firefighter would watch like a firefighter show, which would be kind of weird because people normally watch shows to like escape into a different world, but then they're just basically watching what they do. It's kind of weird. But yeah, but there is a little cup, the popcorn while you watch the firefighter show, and it's also to make sure that they when they're watching the show, they know that it's like that a fire's happening. They have a little fire alarm right here, which is a little alarm so to alert that the fire's going on. Pretty interesting. Then the very tippy top, the top floor, is a little control tower right here, which is probably the most interesting looking. It's also very small. Basically, just a chair, a little like rotating chair, and a just little cup and stuff with a little like screen or whatever. But yeah. Now the only flaws I have with this set is the way it's shaped is kind of a weird way. It kind of makes it hard to display without showing the interior. And also, I kind of wish they added like a little fire pole, which is kind of like one of the most iconic parts of a fire station. So I do kind of wish they added that. That would have been cool. But yeah, that's really it. That's all I have to say about the set, though. Those are really the only qualms with it, and just all I have to say with it. So yeah, now do I recommend this? I would say if you want a fire station, because this is the only one that's available right now, and it's also pretty compact, which is probably pretty good, especially if you have like a limited amount of space. So yeah, I would say I do recommend this if you need a fire station for your city. So yeah, so I think it's the end of the video here, though. So yeah, that's the end of the video. So yeah, so if you like the video and like it, if you'd like to want to see more, subscribe. If you want to be notified when a new video comes out, notification bell. Also subscribe to all channels. The channels bar, Loving Brother Jake's channel, Brother's friend Paul's channel, my friend Owen's channel, and Brother's other friend Jane's channel. They're all high quality channels you subscribe to. And yeah, this is the last video of 2020, because we'll make a video like something related to the new year, like where I like show the countdown, but that won't be uploaded until until the actual date, until 2021. So my last video of 2020. Yeah, also, I didn't end up doing a Minifig Monday this week. Sorry about that. So, yeah. That's the video, though. So, yeah, bye.